Sounds like us in this here dungeon.
Marinating.
Hmm.
Fantastic. Well, welcome back, everyone, to Legacy of Pride. In our last session, our lovely group of adventurers checked out the ruins of Rusthenge, having that small open period where you could cross the tide pools and make it to Thunderhead Isle to check out what turned out to be some form of ancient Thessalonian ruins. Of course, certainly something was strange there, as you guys were not the only individuals present. Instead, there was a freshly dug channels in the soil, stained with what appeared to be dried blood, a tent covering a staircase descending likely very deep into the ground, and a cage with a very strange entity that seemed to be almost some wolf like entity with insectile traits and a Venus flytrap glowing from its back. It's kind of the best way I can describe it. Now, you did get some information, though, from the humans that were also there, not because you interrogated them and spoke with them, but because you killed them and happened to recognize the symbol they wore on their clothes. They wore rust colored leather armor, fully hooded up from head to toe, and the symbol of a blazing horseshoe prominent on their center. That was what you all realized to be the symbol of the Lord of. I almost said Lord in Iron, but that's Gorham, and Gorham is fucking dead.
Huh.
The Lord of Rust, the Sin of Steel. That's the term I was going for. The Demon Lord Sar Azmak, who's very dead. And we thank goodness for that. But was a demon lord of living entropy whilst they lived. Being pretty injured and worn out, while also not wanting to necessarily stay stuck on this island for an entire night, you headed back to Iron Harbor, taking the symbol cut out of the chest of one of those individuals with you to show to Elsie and convince her that, hey, shit's fucked here. There's like actual crazy people over on Thunderhead Isle, which we'll see the consequences of that information spreading, I'm sure.
Oh, God.
But after resting for the night, come morning, and a brief detour over to Gold's Ruin where you met Daryl Finnick and had a nice little chat with him, you all finally took the underground waterway and made your way up into Stonehome itself. This massive, once temple to Gorham, now temple theoretically to Jartavan and Oris Zuriel, a very sort of strange place that has been closed off to the public for quite some time, but the Elder of Osprey Cove, who you left as she was heading here and did not return on time, may be. You managed to give the medical biscuit that Elsie gave to you over to the ram Ida, helping it to recover a bit of its health. But as you stepped into Stonehome itself, this first main entrance chamber, a hallway covered in dried, spattered blood with a pair of corpses on the floor, rotting away as if pierced by dozens of spears. You know, you didn't think too terribly much of it, since there's only one way to go forward. However, not particularly being the most attentive at the moment. Some of you focusing on trying to remain as quiet as possible. Some of you looking for points of interest, some of you trying to remain wary of any combats that may break out. Unfortunately, a trap in the floor with rust-coated iron spikes shooting out to pierce through all of you left you all pretty injured. So,
Ooh, yeah.
we are picking session back up a bit after 10:30 in the morning right now. You have all just been stabbed. And before we do anything else, I would like to perhaps redetermine and roll exploration activities.
Well, we're also fucking weak. Can we really keep moving? Should we heal? Is that a bad idea?
We've got stuff I need rolls for before we get to that.
I'll
Alright,
search.
Okay.
I'm staying with what was I doing? Scouting.
You were scouting.
I guess I can keep investigating if you're
Sure.
searching, but we could double up on search.
You can indeed.
Maybe that's better because I do get free recall knowledge with overdrive, anyways. Is that a good idea?
Your guys' mice clicks are so loud.
Someone's
Seems is.
clicking.
Up to you if you want to continue investigating or if you want to pivot to search also. Click clock.
I'll do search because
Okay.
I can recall knowledge pretty easily.
Fantastic.
We'll have 2 searches. How's that?
Surely nothing could go wrong at this point
How do we
then.
unactivate there?
Then if I could get a blind perception check from both Ragwin and Click Clock, please.
Oh, we already know the traps here, but
You do. Here's the issue. That trap was not quiet, and Ragwin did cry out in pain from it. So, you guys are going to have to make a decision here as you are taking stock of your circumstances and injuries following that impalement. Ragwin, you hear a voice from beyond this door, only because it is a loud shout. Someone, a sort of muffled, "Who's out there?"
I tell the party that someone is coming. Guys.
Oh. That's just great.
this is not good. I don't know if they're friendly. We should probably not sit here.
Well, what
Should we
do you
back
want
up?
to do? Do you want to go outside and try and get away, or do you want to make ready for perhaps someone to potentially come open the door?
Well, we don't want to be sitting in a tunnel. I'm gonna back out.
But I have lightning bolts
Oh God,
ready to fire.
Come, friend.
All right.
Fantastic.
Or try to.
Yeah. You guys try and do your best to sort of make your way out, closing the front doors behind you as you step out. Are you just going around the corner like this? Is that your guys' plan?
Not
I'll watch
where
through the window.
anywhere else to go.
We could go here.
I mean, there's the stables. You could jump back in the well.
Yeah. Let's go to
So-
the stables.
Okay. You've got some options aside from remaining in public. Fantastic.
Set up an ambush here. They come this way.
You can certainly attempt to do so.
Go into here.
Wonderful. Alrighty.
Oof.
Let's see. I'm going to roll some dice myself.
Unfortunately, we all failed.
You know what?
Damn
I
it.
think we all succeeded, right?
Against what?
The fortitude save, but we all failed.
Ragwin failed that.
Actually, we didn't fail. It hit us.
Yes.
Yeah, an attack
The
roll.
spikes made attack rolls against you guys, and then Ragwin failed the save against tetanus. I would also remind you that Click-Clock and Brend are both suffering those sort of rust-colored spots on their bodies and a weakness of the physical form after the fight last night. So that is also something to keep in mind. Are you guys leaving the stable door open once you guys go in, or are you closing that behind you?
No, I guess we'll close it.
Okay. Maybe about 30 seconds or so later, once you guys sort of get in and close the stable doors behind you, you hear the front door of Stonehome once more opening, and the clanking of armor. It's hard to make out any conversation that happens, but...
We didn't really sneak for or anything, so...
You didn't, but they both just rolled dog shit perception checks.
Ah, good.
You hear maybe a minute max of pacing and shuffling out in the courtyard before you hear two voices sort of muffled start up, seemingly talking, though they very quickly raise against one another, perhaps in an argument of some sort.
Must have been the wind.
Another 20 minutes or not 20 minutes, 20 seconds or so later, you barely make out the sound of the front door closing.
Well, that, I was not expecting that. Suppose it is a fortress. It's supposed to stop people from entering.
Well, you are seemingly safe for now.
Yeah, well, we might need to repair, but I mean, I can only 10 minutes per person. I don't know if we want to sit here for an hour. For me to repair you, I mean, heal you.
I'm not sure that we have a choice.
Yes.
Injuries
let's
do
make this
take a
more
lot of
disciplined.
healing.
What? We could have a potion, I guess.
Yeah, I've got one healing potion. That would, even if max, I would still be down about a quarter of my hit points.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I guess like we better stop healing. I guess we should probably prioritize the frontliners here. Maybe Ranog
And Brand.
and Brend. Well, I can only heal one person at a time. I guess Brend.
Sure.
Okay. Well, let's just take our time. Hopefully they don't find us here. Just hang out with our friend here. Forgot
Right.
her name. Alright, well, I'm going to heal Brend, I guess. The one guy who's... I feel like I want to heal somebody who's here. No, we don't want his character to die while he's gone. That'd be terrible. Okay. I'm going to do a risky surgery.
Okay.
'Cause that's what I do. Maybe a +2. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah.
I'll flank, so you get a
I'll
plus
just
2
have
bonus.
him cover the door.
That's how that works.
Now I'll talk to
Yes.
the greatest
Make-
goat of all time.
Make him off guard to my healing. Alright, should I just roll it or what?
Yeah, you've got treat wounds is in the basic action macros.
Oh, I haven't even done it. Figure that out yet. Okay. Treat wounds. Bed on the hot bar. I can't drag it down.
No, just use it from the basic action macros. It's all good.
Well, I'm gonna do this a lot.
It's in the basic action macro.
Right, it's already on your hotbar.
Well,
What more
No, well, then I have to-
convenience do you want?
Well, I could put it on the hotbar instead of clicking twice and waiting for everything to load. All right, 25, risky surgery. A DC modifier, no. We'll just do, okay, well, I got hero points. Fucking don't screw this up, buddy. Okay, we're good. All right.
Fantastic. All right. So he takes 5 points of slashing damage first off, but then a grand total of 16 healing brings him all the way back up to full. Okay,
Yeah,
well, that did not create a treat wounds immunity. That's a bit annoying.
Oh, well, that is annoying.
As it should have. Were you using it from the basic action macros, or did you put it in your hotbar?
I grabbed the macro.
And that's why it didn't create an immunity.
Oh.
Use it from the basic action macros. It does everything right.
Okay, sorry.
Me next, me
It's
next,
fine.
me next.
All right, sure.
So those 10 minutes pass as you sort of treat Bren's wounds and wrap them up. No further sound comes from outside. I mean, I think any of you could recognize that probably comes out as strange. After all, the spike trap very clearly went off, and all of you got stabbed by it. There is a bunch more fresh blood in that room, even after you guys ran out and shut the door. The idea that guards would just give up on...
It's pretty weird.
It's pretty weird, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll hurry up as best as I can. I'll just open up the tree wounds. I select one token as the healer. What? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta click your
Click
token.
yourself. Yeah. That happened to me a lot.
Yes, this is much faster. Let's see. Okay. Trained. Okay, there it is. Risky surgery. Don't die. Risky. I don't think you can crit a risky surgery, so you won't die. At least.
Okay.
Okay, here you
You
go.
can still crit fail a risky surgery.
All right. Well, I will hero point that.
Sure.
This is why I save all my hero points, so I don't. Oh, there you go.
Hey! There we
It's a
go.
crit anyways. But...
Yes. Foundry gets goofy when hero pointing anything that has a subsequent
It
roll.
didn't roll the healing.
Yes, anytime you hero point something that has a subsequent roll associated with it in Foundry, it does not do the associated roll. So this is going to be 4d8 healing to Runelords, as well as, of course, that 4 slashing damage to you, good sir.
You almost killed me. And you give me back piddly health. I'm worse off. Oops, I didn't mean to take damage. I'm worse off than when I was.
You aren't. You're
No, I'm
definitely better. Slightly better.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
what matters.
It's double. It's double what I had.
Cool. All right. Well, I suppose we should keep going. Who's next? Do we have time? Have we heard
Yeah.
anything?
Nothing's
listen at the door.
happened.
Okay. Next one up. Ragwin. We'll just keep going. Oh, lag. Okay. Risky surgery. Wait, how much HP do you have?
6.
Do you want risky or no?
Sure, I trust it.
All right.
That's a
If
mistake.
I only had 6 too, so he didn't kill me.
Oh, that was risky as fuck. Oopsie daisy. Don't die. Oh, there we go. Don't that. Perfect. Okay.
All right, so go ahead and take that 2 damage and then heal 16. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
See, you're fantastic.
Yes. Yes. There was no risk, of course. I know what I'm doing. Just ignore any strange differences in your physiology. You'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
Ignore
Well,
the
so-
ticking sound coming from your organs.
Should I repair assistant now?
Do you want to
I
repair
don't- I
assistant?
mean-
Do you want to heal yourself?
Click
Or-
like I just hide. You know what I mean? All right, I want
You
to repair.
certainly can.
Try
Or
to.
just. All right, I'm going to repair assistant.
All right.
Let's see, repair.
Mhm.
I can't drag the item there. The macro doesn't work. because he's a creature.
Yeah. I think just roll a crafting check is all good for that.
Okay. That's a failure.
Unfortunately.
Do I want to hero point that? No.
There's technically no repair immunity. It's just continuously taking more time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are, at this point already about 40 minutes after you left.
Right. Well, I could take more time. Has anyone come to check yet? Hear anything?
I don't know. I've been listening. Have I heard anything at the door?
You haven't.
Nope. Not a
All right.
sound.
All right. It was just one more repair, and I'll drink a potion, and then we'll get out of here. Come on. Come on. Okay, fuck this shit, man. God damn it. I just want to play the game. Okay, there we go. Is that a success or is that a crit?
That is a crit success.
Oh, thank goodness. 10 plus 10, so 20. Okay, he's full health. Nice.
Wahoo.
Okay, I only got 1 hero point left. Alright, let's go. Click clock, we'll drink a potion.
I'll drink an elixir of life.
He'll dump a potion into himself.
All right.
There we go.
Oh wait, does this actually work? Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Nice.
Healing items
God
will
damn it.
roll when you hit the use button.
Light healing. There we go. Well, sorry that took a while. I believe we're ready. To be wary of the trap.
Nearly an hour after hiding in here.
Well, yeah, if anyone was chasing after us, maybe they thought we'd left or something. It's been about an hour.
It was very unusual. Maybe they're waiting for us to come in again. Is there another way in, or do we simply have to take the front door?
Not sure.
We could try
I guess.
to be quiet. Perhaps it would be better.
Are we ready to march forth?
Or we leave and go through the mountain pass.
Okay, well, we gotta open this door anyway, so let's go.
As you guys step out and sort of push open the doors, I assume you're like pushing them open quietly and slowly.
Sure. That
Okay.
was definitely what I was thinking.
We're all sneaking, I guess, right?
I don't know if you're sneaking, more so just being a bit careful. If you want to fully switch to sneak, you can.
There's no point.
Well, all right. Let us try our best again. Just avoid the trap. Did we see where it was, or not quite?
It
like
sort of
a
covered
pressure
the
plate by
entire
the door.
floor.
Yeah, but it was like a pressure plate by the door.
There was a pressure plate by the door from what it seemed, yes. As you guys push open the door and step out from the second floor, you immediately hear a ding, 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 ding as a metal bell begins to sound.
Oh no.
Well, that's not good. Can I go check this window? See if we can go in this way. See if I could. See if the window's vulnerable. Or something?
No, the windows are far too small for you to fit through.
But what if I cut myself in half?
Sure, if you've got a new player character idea.
Well, it seems they know we're here. Should we just wait even longer, or should we just charge right in? It's kind of a difficult room to get through.
Alright, well, we could just lay into them while we're here.
All right. Well, let's proceed.
Yeah, he'll just put away his weapon, make sure he doesn't look threatening.
They're no doubt looking for us. Without time to waste, an assistant.
pushes the door open. No one visible at the moment again. At a quick glance, Ragwin, you are able to tell that the pressure plate is raised back up. It does appear like it's been reset to you. So you could certainly attempt to push forward and perhaps disable the pressure plates a little bit if you wished. But if you continue as is, you guys are all likely very much to get stabbed again.
Can we see if it's just one pressure plate or just the whole? How
The
much does it cover?
Entire floor in front of the door.
So like both of these squares.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, we could try. Perhaps I could disable the pressure plate if I get a closer look. This is dangerous.
Alright. Sounds good.
Doesn't seem like we have much of a choice. All right. Perhaps we shouldn't all stand in the room. So if this goes off again,
So
Does it
very
hit?
wise.
all of us.
Yeah. It is going to be primarily thievery would be the best
Yes.
check to try and deal with this.
Got one hero point left. I got a thieves toolkit. It's not a crafting thievery. All right.
Yes. You can try crafting. It's going to be at a higher DC.
Okay. How much higher? 2.
Good question.
Probably the same then. Or maybe thievery's better. Thievery's probably better.
I would love to help you, but
Is it disable a device?
Yes.
Is that a thing? Is there
Yep.
a crap?
You
okay.
can just roll thievery, though, if you would like.
What would I need to help him?
If you're trained in thievery, if you wanted to go in, you could absolutely aid him.
Is it just the macro?
Yep.
The
I mean, good old PF2E macros. Toggle click clock, set it to thievery, and aid away.
what DC should it be?
Always 15. Outside of very extenuating circumstances.
Ooh.
No!
No bonus to you, unfortunately, click clock.
It doesn't hurt? Okay.
No.
Well, that's good.
Only on a crit fail.
All right. Well, let's try this. That's probably a failure.
As you are sitting there trying to fiddle with the whatchamacallit, pressure plate, that's the term I want. As you're there, sort of there fiddling, trying to get it to
Like,
maneuver
should I-
and lock it.
Hero point it so I don't fucking die, or
No, it's
Okay.
on a critical failure you trigger the device. On a regular failure you
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
But just there's a bit of rust in there as you're trying to sort of leverage it locked in place. It's not going terribly well at the moment.
It's difficult. How long does that take? Do I?
Only a few seconds for the attempt.
What is it? If I want to keep attempting, how does that work?
No penalty. You could get an aid attempt again. It's more so time is passing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's pay this one more time.
All
Can
right.
I help?
Yes. Yes. You didn't hurt me last time. That'd be helpful.
A bit better,
I-
but
Appreciate your assistance. Assistant, wrong character. Okay. Come on, click clock.
you're continuing trying. It's strange. It moved down so smoothly when assistant stepped on it earlier, but even as you're trying to sort of lock it in place, now it feels as if it's not budging in the slightest. Perhaps it would
Can I
be
hear
possible if you could open the door without stepping there. You could jump over it without much issue. At this point, you don't hear anything from the other side of the door.
This is getting difficult. I don't know if I can reach the door from here. Hmm.
You guys have a pole to push it open from here?
Is it just not even locked? Like,
You don't see a lock on it.
eh. Hmm. Is this a really difficult lock? Is that what I'm getting, or device?
It's it's not the most difficult, but it is meant to be a slight challenge.
Yeah, well, they don't seem
You
to
guys
be
also just
coming.
got generally a bit unlucky, everyone getting stabbed by it immediately.
Yeah. All right, should we give it one more go,
Sure.
and we'll just leave and just go accept our the diseases and inevitable death.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
You
Raglan,
provide
it's because
great moral support.
Raglan's standing down here and the pressure plates are up here.
Come on, is that it?
A 17 is a fantastic roll. As you sit there for one more moment, trying to leverage the plates up with a satisfying cracking sound, something breaks in the mechanism, and the plate comes loose.
No, you lift the plate. Is it completely disabled?
Well, with the plate lifted, you can now see the direct sort of step that you would step down on to trigger the mechanism, and you have space you can sort of stand around that here.
Hmm.
We need to make
think-
another check. Or
Yeah,
I guess that's my question.
It is
The correct
effectively
immersion.
disabled at this point.
Okay, I think there's enough room. We can squeeze around the mechanism here.
It's effectively disabled, but you could still activate it if you specifically desired to.
Ah, ooh, I see. I suppose that could be useful to know.
If you get what I'm going for.
We just lure them in here and then just trap and then hit the. Okay. All right. Well, are you all ready? I believe we can proceed. Just be very careful. Do not hit.
While
the
you guys
slip.
are doing that, sorry, because I gotta make problems wherever I go. Rennig, are you just standing around outside the front door like this?
As opposed to,
Anything else? I don't know.
I mean, this is where I am standing. Yes.
Okay. You hear from above you. You actually see sticking over the ramparts up on the sort of second floor area an rust-colored armored helmet peering down directly at you. How'd you get in here?
Oh, hello there. The doors are locked. We came in through the well.
Oh, jeez.
Well, go back out through the well. What'd you think the doors were locked meant you were welcome here?
Listen, sir. We thought everyone in there had perished. We weren't sure what had happened.
Yes, our
Everything
friend
is
in there.
fine.
Where's Ordwi? Can we speak to her?
Yes. Where is Ordwi? She was supposed to have met us.
I don't know who the blazes you're talking about.
She's
She
a.
came here.
Was she a halfling? I feel like she was a halfling. Halfling
A cleric.
from
Human.
where are we from? From Osprey Cove.
Oh, she was the Osprey Cove woman.
Yes.
We sent her back out.
Do you know when that might have been?
Yesterday evening.
Do you know why she wouldn't have made it back out?
No? Look,
You were supposed to be.
you're not supposed to be here. Are you gonna continue doing what you're not supposed to do and causing problems? Or are you gonna get gone?
Oh, I suppose we'll get going then. Make a nice big show of going to the whatever you call this, the well.
The well?
Well, hi.
Come on,
alright.
Brand. Let's go, Brand.
Did he see us? I'm sure he saw us.
You guys aren't in the view.
The bell rang the moment you guys opened the stable door and started making, like, walking out. There's probably someone watching you guys, whether that's this guy or there's potentially a breakdown of communication. Who knows?
Well, they know I'm here, so I can't.
We'll go back and see if we can find out if anybody knows what happened to Ordwi.
Okay.
Or we just ignore him and proceed forward. I guess we're leaving.
We're leaving?
Yeah.
I think so.
Let me ask you this before you just leave. Is anyone going to sense motive on that guy, or are you just believing him?
I didn't believe him. I didn't need a sense motive to not believe him.
That's fair.
But sure, I'll sense motive.
He is very clearly, like, his armor, rust-pitted.
Yeah, it's clearly either a cultist or a little cretin of a man.
How dare you call him a little cretin of a man?
Yes, I don't think we should listen to him, Ranog. I think we should just go in there. It doesn't look like they're very well fortified. I don't think they can do much about it. I know it. Or, well, what is my insight?
I do hate to ask, is your perception modifier different than assistance?
Did I do assistant?
You did
Oh,
roll as
shit.
assistant.
Mine is one better.
One better. Fantastic. That's what we like to see. Alrighty then. Yeah. Click clock, he's full of shit.
Ranog,
You said Osprey Cove, and there was a moment's hesitation before he said we sent her out.
I don't know if we should. I think this is. I think we have to keep moving forward.
Why? If Ordwi was released yesterday?
Or the guy was. He was clearly full of shit.
Was he not?
Yes. Well, he paused before he spoke. You know, I mean, if Ordwi had been dismissed, surely she would have met with us. She was a wonderful woman. Yeah, the kind to stick to her word. Wouldn't
Well,
just leave us here.
I don't like it when people lie to me like that.
If someone's
Yes.
full of shit here, it's you people standing around down there.
That doesn't make any
speaking that
sense.
loudly.
I'm
is it?
right here.
Like, what is it? What is the reference? The Holy Grail reference.
Oh, goodness.
Your mother was a elf. This guy's weird little dude.
He's kind of standing like that, where he's on the battlement, sort of leaning over, yelling
Yeah.
down at you guys.
It was like, well, we don't believe you. I'm sorry. You want to come down here and duel us like men, or shall we break our way in?
He's going to sort of like hop up on the edge of the battlement as you guys are coming like that and draw a bow down at you guys.
I run inside. Okay, everybody, watch the mechanism.
Quickly, carefully, silently.
Assistant,
Be very,
don't
very
step
careful.
there.
Okay.
Yes. All right, we
You
don't have
hear
time
you
to
hear a
wait.
shout behind you guys as you step inside. They came in!
Open the door, assistant.
And,
why are you right there?
Because I don't know.
I'm going to
Oh, well.
immediately need some initiative rolls. As there are two idiots in heavy armor standing next to the door as you pull it open, and their plan of hiding behind the door as you push it open is gone to shit. But you can't see their expressions, so you have no way of knowing.
It's like they were ready for us.
Uh,
Oh dear.
it's almost like a bell was rung.
Huh. Yes, but they still didn't. Even though they knew we were here, they just were sitting there.
Well, they didn't know if the mechanism was there. They didn't want to step and stab themselves. Are you kidding me? They have some self-respect. You do also, at a quick glance, looking at these people, they are in heavy armor. They have great swords sort of at the ready. They are also, their armor is covered in rust. Same with their blade. Although the blade is a bit better condition. They both sort of have that armor that's very clearly had the holy symbol of Gorham stamped out of it. One of them has the replacement holy symbol of Jartavan. The other one has a replacement holy symbol of Cezuriel on their armor. As they're both standing there glowering and are going to shout out in a rage as Assistant pushes the door open here. And we are actually going to start off with this one right here who has the Cezuriel emblem on their armor. You all shouldn't be here. This isn't a place for outsiders like you.
Yes, you've made your intentions very clear.
And he is going to step forward and slash down at Assistant. Hiya. I believe a 13 misses.
Sure does.
So he's not going to do an attack. He is actually going to prepare... No, actually, this guy refuses to aid a Tovanite. He's just going to hit you again. These guys aren't willing to work together right now. He's just going to slice and dice. And that is a total of a 20. For a big boy, 6 points of slashing damage into Assistant's armor. And click-clock, that brings us to your turn.
Oh, all right, well, I'm going to
Remember
command
to do that.
Assistant.
Alrighty.
He's going to move into here.
Just onto the table.
Can he do that?
Yeah, I'd say all of those tables count as difficult terrain.
Okay. On the table, menacingly, punches this guy.
Fair enough.
Hit.
That's a hit.
Yes. A little bit of damage.
Woo! 10 points of bludgeoning, slamming into his armor and sort of crushing him against the doorway for a moment. Is he just...
Then click clock.
Yeah, you've got 2 actions left.
You know what I'm going to do.
Overdrive.
Explode!
Ah! Oh! Fair enough. That's very rude.
All right, give me that reflex save from these
2
nerds.
guys in heavy armor. Thankfully, you punched this guy just out of range. So he only takes half damage. But the other guy trapped in the corner absolutely fails and will take full fire damage as his armor begins cooking him. And he cries out in pain.
All right, surely these fools will be destroyed by us.
Go ahead and make that unstable check if you would not mind.
Oh, yeah. Unstable. Where the... Oh, damn, did we figure... Oh, yeah, here we go. It's on the damage. Okay.
Yes.
Failure.
Unfortunate.
Sorry, most likely to fail. So whatever.
That is going to bring us to the guy you just cooked a little bit. He may not necessarily want to help, or even receive help from this other person, but seeing that you have a walking bomb, that might change things. So instead, he is going to come striding out to here and take a swing at Runelords. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense for him to go after the guy he's cornered from. It is going to be against Ragwin. As he comes charging out here, looks for the little guy, and goes for the greatsword swing. Crying out a battle cry. That is a hit, but not a crit.
Not Ragwin.
But very high damage. That is going to be 13 total points of slashing into you. From his greatsword. And with his last action... do you have anything in your hands right now, Click-Clock?
No, a potion.
A potion.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna let go one hand of his greatsword and he's gonna try and disarm you of that potion.
Oh, what?
He wants it for himself. Do. Which is a big old failure on his part as he lets go, reaches for the potion, and tries to rip it out of your grasp.
Stop it.
I need it more than you right now, intruders.
No, you're supposed to be dead, so you don't need it at all.
Oh, we're going for the kill here. Okay.
I don't know. Or should we not be?
Well, hey, it's up to you guys. Brend here is going to probably stride to around here, get some flanking with Ragwin. He's raging as well. And make a falchion strike. Why not?
Yeah.
Do Brend things. Hit enemies. Barbarian uses hero points for a reason.
Yes.
A Barbarian uses hero points for a reason. Let's go. As he slashes into the back of this guy. Definitely hurts him a bit. And doesn't have flanking, but he is going to pivot a second strike up to this top guy because sweep exists. And we like sweep. And gets a hit from it. Okay, alrighty. But ends up with minimum damage, which is still insane as a barbarian.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Actually, that should be one more because of forceful. That will bring us to your turn, Ranig. You've got two of these guys already heavily injured and bleeding.
That's great. Let's see. Unfortunately, I can do this. It's gonna get Brend, but oh well. I'm gonna cast.
He's got 10 HP.
Yeah, he's also got good fortitude. I'm gonna cast Taunting Him.
All right. I'm getting all of these guys.
Plus Brend.
Fantastic. Song was almost hitting me.
He makes another, like, feral wolf cry.
Let's see our results. One of them succeeds. This guy up here, both Brend and the guy closest, will fail, though.
Okay.
For full damage to each of them, and half damage to the guy up top. Both of these guys are still just barely on their feet.
Oh, that's not what I expected. Okay,
No, we gotta save some for Ragwin.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, how nice.
I'm not flanking anybody. So we'll just do a... Oh, I was like, why can't I click my token? I'm doing the measurement thing. We will do a little disarm on this guy.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Okay.
He had, released one hand from his greatsword to try and grab Click-Clock's potion. And as consequence for doing that, you just reach out and yank the greatsword out of his hand. And it goes clattering to the ground as you scream into his ears, and he sort of stumbles against the wall and looks over at you in shock and agony. Ragwin, I believe that brings us to you.
Alright. If I do one unlisted attack, there's a penalty, right?
There's a -2 penalty, yes. There's a funny little toggle on your character sheet for doing it.
Try to.
Oh.
That's a hit. Good old flanking.
It's a crit, right?
No, just a regular hit.
Oh. Yep.
But that is going to be enough to drop this guy as he falls unconscious on the ground, greatsword knocked from his hand. Now, notably, he is still bleeding out, so if you guys don't do anything about that, he is actually going to die here on the floor.
Why is he bleeding?
Because
Oh,
Brend.
Brend.
Brend exists as a barbarian. And you have 2 actions left, Ragwin.
Still here. I can attack him through Brand, right?
You could, he would have lesser cover.
I'll try to.
Okay. Let me go ahead and give him that cover real quick. There you go.
I don't think I'll have to. Oh, would this take sweep?
It would get sweep.
All right.
That's a hit. Non-lethally, as you guys are hitting into these creatures, these people, not creatures. Ragwin manages to get the mace around Brend and drops the other guy unconscious as well, knocking him in the back of the knees as he collapses to the ground. And hey, that is that very first encounter of this place ended.
And Click Clock will try to administer first aid
Sure.
to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, go ahead and just give me 1 medicine check here to see if we can
Sure.
get both of them nice and easy.
See if we succeed.
Yeah.
Right. Give me a medicine check. Come on. There we go.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'll say you are able to pretty quickly staunch both of their wounds dealt by Brend as he comes down from his rage. And you have 2 unconscious individuals here that you are able to take stock of. As well, you can see this sort of large room here at this point, which is just a pretty big room with numerous long benches and tables. But there are multiple doors in this space to the north, west, and east, respectively.
Well, Ragwin, you're looking a little rough.
Here,
I am, yeah.
have a healing potion.
Oh,
Because he is immune to treat wounds for another 40 minutes or so still.
Yep.
I just hit the use button, right?
Yep.
Or-
Yeah, healing items will actually roll when you hit use. Fantastic. 6 health back to you. You guys are able to fully step into this room and sort of get stock of your circumstances and to determine what we would like to do from here. They know you're here. Can I get a recall knowledge roll, actually, from anyone who wants to?
Yeah.
Of course.
We love asking for dice rolls.
Happily.
Am I targeting anybody? I don't think so.
Fantastic. Okay. Click Clock and Ragwin. The 2 of you being a bit more societally minded. Even if you yourselves have not ever really attacked a fortress before, or a fort, or anything of the sort, the fact that the alarm was rung for probably a solid minute or 2, you guys took 40 minutes hiding in the stables after your presence was made known. The fact that there were only 2 people on this, main ground room, it seems, responding, and 1 guy upstairs, might lead the both of you to the assumption that there are... I mean, you yourselves had the estimate that people are all dead here, maybe. But maybe that has some sort of truth, at least, and either they're all dead, or there are just inherently a very low amount of people here still. And they don't have enough people for large responses.
I guess we would have pulled this guy out of the death room.
Oh, sure, if you wanted to.
Just in case.
Just to be safe, do they have anything?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, they
absolutely.
both have their full great swords, which are still in decent enough condition, and they're both wearing sets of rusted full plate. That, hey, full plate has value, but that's up to you guys if you want to take the time to strip these guys down and take their shit.
How
Well,
long would it take to get the full plate off of them?
I believe it takes a minute to take armor off of someone.
Oh, we can do that.
The big question would be what you guys do with it, because I don't think you guys have a spacious pouch and you don't really have the bulk to carry
Well,
everything, so you'd probably
yeah,
want to pile it somewhere.
yeah, maybe we could tug it out of here later or something.
Yeah.
Right.
So just be where you put it for now.
All right. Well, let's take some time to take it off of these guys. So that
Sure.
if they wake up, they don't come after us.
Then we can
naked.
tie them up.
I mean, if we took 10 minutes, I could get rid of my unstable too. But
Yeah, if you guys want to take a
That's
full 10
probably-
minutes here, you could. I'm
That's
A-okay with
probably the
that.
thing to do.
well, it seems these guys are not worried, or they are worried about us, but they can't. They can't do anything about us. It's possible we have them outnumbered. Who knows?
You guys take a few minutes, strip their armor off of them down to sort of the base clothes they have underneath, kick their weapons off to the side, restrain them. It sounded like you were doing. Click clock, you take that time sort of fixing up some of the gizmos on assistant's back and getting some of the smoking to stop. And I would say, if you would like, because I am a benevolent GM, you could do a repair roll on assistant as part of getting rid of that unstable check, if you would like.
Really?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Nice. I do have a lot of overlap with
Right.
repairing unstable checks and first aid on everybody. It's a little much.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can do the repair unstable with healing others, but I will allow you to mix repairing unstable with repairing assistant at the very
Yeah, I
least.
appreciate that. I am a little overextended with the downtime activities, it seems.
You guys need at least one more person trained in medicine.
Well, let's do it looks like a failure, probably.
Oh goodness, let me always check the DC for that real quick. For repair, it is same DC given. Base DC is 15 for a level 1 creature. I'll give you a success on this because fuck it, why not? Who cares?
Somebody wants to aid me, huh?
I quite literally, you're the only person trained in crafting.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'll take that. I know
Yeah.
we're struggling a little bit, so I'll take the charity.
Yeah.
That's like 10 each. I guess.
Yeah, it should heal him up to full. So
Next level, I'll have quick repair. It'll be easier.
there you go. At which point we'll just stop having you roll.
Yeah.
Because it's like, is it 1 or 3 actions if you're still trained in crafting? I think it's 3, but it can get down
It's
to
1 minute.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's 3 actions when you're master, 1 action when you're legendary.
Yeah, then we'd probably say like, oh, if you spend 10 minutes, you can just get him back up to full without bothering to do a bunch of rolls.
Yeah.
Fantastic. While Click Clock is spending that time healing up assistant, Rannig and Ragwin, do either of you have things you would specifically like to do?
Yeah, we're gonna interrogate these guys
Oh, you want to wake them up?
after we, have disappropriated them of their effects.
Yeah. It does take a little bit to wake them up since they were, beaten black and blue a little bit. It would normally take them time to wake up naturally. But you can certainly put in some effort to physically manhandle them awake. The question, which one do you want to wake up, if not both? This guy on the left was the one who had the holy symbol of Jar Tavan on his armor. This one on the right was the one who had the holy symbol of Sazuriel on his armor.
I'm closest to this one. We'll just
Okay.
go with this one.
Maybe some people here have religious implications they'd like to choose.
Who did this
Well,
sample do
yeah.
again?
I have this symbol, and Bryn has some weird connection with this guy. So
What was your question, Ragwin?
Who does this temple belong to?
For
the
which one?
Artavan.
Jartavan for this guy,
Alright,
yes.
then yeah, this guy.
Okay. Yeah, after a minute or so smacking him around, he slowly... Ugh.
Good.
What?
You're finally awake.
Fuck you. What?
What? Tell us what's going on here. Why is your armor all rusted? And why is a Tovanite working with a Zerialite?
That shite's not willingly, let me tell you that much.
Oh, I believe that, yes.
I think I wanted to work with that dirtbag.
I do not think that.
How
But that
does
does-
he wish to respond here?
You need a roll.
I don't mind coercing.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that coercion roll. Let's just see.
And,
He seems to be struggling with whether he should talk or not.
Rag would
Aid
do
like
it.
intimidation. Oh.
I thought you were healing assistant, quick luck.
No, assistant's doing the intimidation, not me.
Oh.
No,
Where's
we
coercion?
can leave it to Raglan.
Can I aid coercion?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be aiding with intimidation. I love
who
how
is
much you
the-
guys want to aid each other. That makes me so happy.
Rannog is intimidating, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I will be using intimidation. Okay, that worked.
Raglan's pretty intimidating.
Were
Oh,
you
you
thinking of
targeted-
doing something else?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, coercion.
Okay.
I was using, yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
just didn't
a
realize
fun
you
little
could
target for aid.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. It automatically did it.
Mm-hmm. It's very
There you go.
nice. Fantastic. Yeah, as he wakes up, he seems like struggling to get his bearings, but seeing you, both of you sort of loom over him, recognizing his armor, his weapon are gone, his life is very much at your mercy, but also the fact that you chose not to kill him, he will swallow and nod once or twice. It's, about a week ago now, there was some Thessalonian merchant who showed up here, spoke for a day with Lord Ragnulf, and after they finished their conversation, gathered us all and spoke of bringing war to Osprey Cove, subjugating all the other settlements on Chakakoth Isle, and forging an alliance with Sinadasaril. You know, some of us weren't particularly happy with that idea, but Lord Ragnulf told us there's some sickness amongst our ranks. Claimed his new friend had a way to expose that. He opened a bottle and, I don't know, something filled the air with this foul smell. And the moment he did that, several people immediately just doubled over. It looked as if their skin had begun rusting. Like, a bit like those two over there, actually. Ordered us to put down the blasphemers. I'm, not always proud of my actions, but won't say I was unhappy to stick a blade in a damn Caesarial worshipper.
Didn't they say there was a cure for this disease?
It was just those of us who were infected or not. So, sorry, friend, you might be best off accepting a quick end before it gets too bad for you. It was,
Like that.
it was a bloodbath. There's not many of us left at this point. Lord Ragnulf and his friend went down into the basement and found something down there.
What about the healer? What about Ordwi? One from Osprey. What did they do with her?
I don't know exactly. Vanda was the one who brought her in, brought her to Ragnulf. I mostly work on guard duty, and try every now and then. Maybe do a bit of sparring upstairs. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened to your elder. But I would assume the worst.
Great. Well, if with any luck, we'll find her in there. Clink, clink.
Bang, bang.
Do you know which door goes down? Where you said?
And if you head east through the clinic, there's stairs to the basement down there. West is Trig's workshop. And to the north is the dueling area, and upstairs to the barracks. Careful if you're planning on heading down, though. There's a monster waiting down there for you. Know you guys were here since the trap went off in the entryway, and he came down and positioned himself downstairs in preparation for you.
Well, we'll deal with that monster. I'm still a bit unclear as to why you haven't put a knife through this, or a great sword, as the case may be, through this Zurielite.
I'm not a fan of killing in the first place if I can help it. When the sickness was exposed in some of us, there were a few who chose not to fight and put down the others. They were taken down to the basement and haven't been seen since. Aside from Trive, he's still being forced to work in the smithy. So I put in some violence, but I don't want to kill people if I can help it. And many of us are bloodthirsty warmongers.
Okay, so above table, I'm confused of what's
Yeah.
going on. You said, obviously the merchant came, said they wanted to take over the island, or whatever the island, Chekakov. And then I got confused about where the rust disease came from. This guy said he could expose it, and so he opened a vial, and then everybody got exposed to it.
From what
people
this
started
guy,
killing each other.
From what this guy knows, Ragnulf and this merchant came in. Ragnulf said his friend, the merchant, had a way to expose the sickness that had already spread amongst their ranks. Merchant opened a vial, which caused a few people to immediately double over in agony. And Lord Ragnulf basically told everyone else, hey, those people are sick, they're blasphemers, kill them.
Okay, but like this guy is sick as well. Why are they not killed?
They're not sick. These people don't have spots on their armor's rusted, but they look healthy.
Oh, okay.
Rusty armor.
Yeah, the armor is rusty. They themselves are not exhibiting those rust-like symptoms.
Okay, and I still don't understand how Zartovan and Caesariel are playing into this.
That's deals with the schism of the religious ideology that was going on in town, where some people worship Zuriel, some people worship Zartovan, and they do not like each other, just inherently.
So the rust, I mean, this guy may not know, and that's okay. I'm not trying to get too much information above table, but the rust didn't discriminate between the worshippers, or it only affected one or the other?
It did not seem to discriminate.
Okay.
No. And from what he was told, that sickness already existed. The merchant just exposed those who were sick.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened. But yes, I got you. All right. Yeah, well, we have no desire to kill anyone either. Not if it can be helped. Sorry you were put through all of this. We have a job we need to finish, though. We're looking for that healer.
Were you jumping in with something a minute ago, Click Clock?
No. It's
Okay. I can't do much to help. I appreciate you sparing my life and his, even though don't necessarily see eye to eye. I'd appreciate if you didn't kill the others here. Most are down good folk inherently, just not really got swept up in the moment of things and following orders and the like, just trying our best.
Right. And how many more of you are there? Alive?
There's probably Vanda on patrol right now around the place. You might run into her. There's 2 more guards upstairs. They're the ones who rang the bell. They're probably manning the ballista, but they might come at some point. There's Trigg over to the west, and that's it. Nowadays,
Bit of a tragedy.
there's a couple. There's the ones who were taken down below, but I don't know what's gone with them.
Um,
Well, that seems like that's where Ordwi went, the most likely.
we'll see what we can do with the others that are still alive. I hope you don't take this personally, but we're going to leave you tied up down here.
I don't think I'm in much of a place to complain.
Well, he'll turn his attention to everybody else. I guess stand on the table. Anyone else have any questions for our guest?
No. Yeah. Is there anything that can help us in this place we should know about?
There's a lot of weapons and armor lying around. This is it's a fortress. We've made a decent number of weapons. You'll find a couple 100 arrows scattered about, some armor, some weapons. It depends on where you go. The clinic might have some things in it. If you're looking for medical supplies to patch up some of the injuries you'll have got. I think Vanda used to be really boastful about her weapon being magic.
Ooh, we find her, take her weapon, use it to defeat the monster.
Yes. That's what we'll do.
Alright, well, should we proceed then, or should we go first? We're supposed to go this way, eventually, it seems like. But...
East is where he said
East.
the basement goes.
You mean west?
West, yeah. East is the clinic, and there is an entrance to the basement from there. West goes to the smithy, where apparently Trigg is. North will lead you towards, like, the dueling areas and storage rooms, as well as stairs to the upper level.
Then we go to the Trigg.
Alright.
Before we keep going, I think I'm gonna drink this thing.
All right, fantastic. Pulling out an elixir of life, just getting yourself up a bit further just to be safe.
Okay, yeah, well, shall we proceed? Assistant, door, please. Is everyone in position?
Yes.
Boom.
Running's on the table. You fools.
Oh.
It's a hallway
Oh,
with 2 more doors.
very satisfying. Okay.
The sound of clanging steel does come from beyond the western door.
That would be the forge, I assume.
There's a chance.
Well,
As you push open the door, it is very clearly a forge of some sort. I mean, from what you can see right now is certainly a number of different tools on a table.
exciting.
But as the door opens, the sound of hammering very clearly stops.
Oh.
Are you
Oh, wait. Right?
new people, all right? It's a very clear, just standard forging area. Very well put together, though. Large forge and anvil itself. Multiple weapons sort of lining the walls and filling a weapon rack. There is a cot and sort of pile of grimy clothes against the wall over here. And there is a door to the south as well. And a human dude with a hammer in hand.
Look at him. I will step up to the human dude. There's not much room in this forge.
Human guy.
Hello,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
He's got a
sorry,
half.
will you finish describing?
He's got like a half-finished length of steel. Very clearly a very in-progress greatsword. Now beginning to cool on the anvil as he's holding this hammer.
Rannick
Take
will
it.
hold his hand up.
You're the intruders, I assume?
That's what we've been labeled, yes. We just spoke with two of your... Actually, does he have a... I was going to say associates, but does he have any religious symbols on him?
He has a Tovenite symbol on him. Actually, that's not true. He has a Goramite symbol on him still.
Well, we spoke with two of your associates. It sounds like things aren't going too well in this Stonehome.
You fought him and chose not to kill him. I can say, I suppose, thanks for that.
Well, one was a Tovanite, one was a Serialite.
People here tend to think that the so-called death of a god means the god ain't ever coming back. I think differently. Don't want to disrespect the Lord in Iron once he left us. But
I respect that. We have a lot of dead gods where I'm from. Sarkoris.
I heard things about there. Sorry for you.
Alright, we're not very much of us left.
Well,
But these are my associates. This is I'm Rannick. This is... He'll gesture to Ragwin. He speaks, I promise.
it's all right. It's a pleasure to meet you both. I'm Trigg. There's a V in there somewhere.
And I'm Picklock. This is my assistant. Hello.
Zar.
Do you, by any chance, have a better idea of what's going on with the rust?
The rust.
Yeah, we'll tell him what they told us.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is. The Tovanite told us.
He didn't give you one.
Good. The soldier number one.
He'll like walk over, hook his leg around the chair, and sit down on it, and place the hammer down on the table. Well, when I heard they're intruders, I thought you were... Well, someone was going to finally come kill me, but I guess not. That Rusthenge. See, a couple of you are afflicted yourselves, it seems, so I'm going to assume what we were told is a lie, but had my inklings on the matter in the first place. There's a Thessalonian, I'm sure you heard, showed up about a week ago, a little over. Went by the name of Mitermar. And, I mean, he claimed that that bottle of his would expose a sickness. I've never heard of things capable of that myself. Figure he was more so just spreading it, and some of us were simply lucky enough to not be afflicted. Most people killed one another when Ragnulf demanded them to, called them blasphemers. Tovanites took down Zurielites. Zurielites fought and took down Tovanites. Nearly descended into a civil war in that chamber. I refused. I chose against killing. Glad to say I did, but even refusing to help, they kept me alive because I'm useful with metal. They took me down below a time. Some massive rusted door down an endless cavern. I don't know what that rust is, but I'm 90% certain Mightermar's the one spreading it.
Well,
Got some split-faced monster keeping things down locked here.
split-faced.
Split-faced.
Not really a better way to describe it. It's exactly that. Face splits in half. Horrible looking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we encountered a horrible-looking thing on the Rusthenge Island.
You went over there, did you? My condolences.
I'm not sure why we did, to be honest, but we did.
Yes, we did for some reason, and that's how we contracted this disease. A creepy-looking dog creature bit me, nearly killed me, and now I'm rusting. Do you know why they said that such disease was a representation of blasphemy? They specify.
There's been religious tension here ever since the Lord and Iron poured passed last year. I mean, if I were in charge and I wanted to ignite a schism in a fight, even further, that's what I would do. Call people blasphemers, give them an option to kill one another. It worked well enough.
Yeah.
Maybe it is something divine. Who am I to judge? But
Glickfluck, our assistant, show him that symbol we pulled off of those initiates on the island.
Yes.
Have you seen this symbol before?
Yes, Ranog. Here you go.
Yeah, I'll hold up the symbol of SAS exam. Have you seen this?
can't
We pulled it off
say
of the
I
initiate.
have.
Ah,
I'm not a well-traveled individual outside of Osprey Cove or outside of Iron Harbor. Born and raised here, worshipped Lord and Iron since I was born, or since I was old enough to hold a hammer at least. And, well, not the most familiar with other religions from around the world and other faiths.
right. Same here,
Less
brother.
of a religion and more of a cult in this case.
I couldn't tell you the difference.
Well,
Ornament.
whatever's happening on that island is certainly suspicious.
True. Well,
I suppose I didn't ask you about your story at all, did I? I mean, you folks are here. I don't recognize you as natives to Iron Harbor. What's got your interest in our mess?
I guess do we have any reason not to tell him the whole story? I can't think of any not to.
Seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, we'll tell him the
Well.
story that the guy showed up on.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here because of this reason. And then we helped Ordwi, and now she's requesting our assistance, but she has not returned. And, we do not see this does not seem to be a good situation. We want to make sure we intervene and save the day as adventurers often do. And also, I'm diseased, and I suspect that maybe this is the only way to cure it.
I'm looking for a way off this island. So is Brand. I think the others are interested in ancient ruins. But
Yeah.
serendipity? It's more or less how we stand before you right now.
I guess fate has a strange way of bringing people and places together, don't it?
Aye.
Yes.
I suppose thank you for your choices. I'd still be slaving away if not already dead had you made a different decision. And I suspect some of my brothers in arms here that aren't the most willing might have wallowed until they died in their regret and actions, so I guess with you here people have a chance at least to have have a better life. I don't know, maybe.
We'll do our best.
I'd like to stop whatever's happening here.
Right, we're not from Osprey Cove. As you know, we have nothing against Iron Harborites. Nothing.
Oh. And make sure you're definitely gonna want to be dealing with Lord Ragnulf and... Fuck the Lord title. Ragnulf and Myramar, because both of them seemed pretty hell-bent on war. So...
That's what we heard.
Do they worship the Caesarial?
Ragnulf was the biggest proponent of worshipping the rider. Can't say I ever liked his mindset about it. He wasn't ever a bad person. He never actually wanted war in the first place. He more so thought that we were looking at the world ending after the Lord in Iron passed, and he thought that giving prayer to one of the riders might bring salvation to people here. But now he's... I mean, Myramar arrived and he convinced him war was the right choice real quick, I suppose.
Well, I suspect there might be a greater evil here. This symbol is from some horrible demon. These were cultists on the island, so hopefully, whatever's happening here, it is certainly insidious. This disease may come from such demonic origins as well.
Yes. A demon that's long been dead, but definitely has ties to Rust.
Oh.
Is this the armament? The armory?
It's, you got guard stations down there. If you're looking for weapons, it doesn't really look like any of you, use a greatsword. I got mine's made out of a special metal I got on some time ago. I'd be happy to hand it over if any of you think you could make use of it. But you're also welcome to find whatever you'd like.
No, I can. Well, you can't right now. I've been known to wield a greatsword.
I do not require a weapon.
Well, he will head over sort of to this wall by the forge where what looks to be a normal greatsword, if the metal perhaps slightly darker than a normal steel sword, and he will hand it over to you guys if you want it. It is a cold iron greatsword.
I'm sure that will come into handy, so I'll be happy to take that.
If it's placed here, we might be able to use it.
Maybe. Well, I mean, front door's open at this point, right?
I mean, could you tell me about this monster, this two-faced, split-faced creature?
It's exactly that. He arrived with Myramar. I don't know if it's a he. Don't want to look down there. Don't want to know. Whatever, wore a mask when they first arrived, but after the killing happened and there were only a few of us left, Myramar and Ragnulf went down below to that door they stepped through. They left that monster sort of keep everyone in line here. It's looks like a human, different color skin, and its mouth splits apart. Long tongue.
Familiar?
Give me a recall knowledge. Anyone who wants to may.
I'm targeting the system.
Go ahead and roll again then, because neither of those skills appeared.
I won't even try.
Okay.
Let me guess, religion?
No. Occultism
Oh,
based. The description is sounding memorable to you, Click Clock. You feel like you should recognize it. There's a memory buried in there somewhere. Maybe it's the water damage, but
Uh,
whatever it is not quite coming to the surface. If anything, likely has connections to Thassalon, though.
I feel like I can picture the art of the creature you described in my head. Like I've fought it before.
Probably. It's not a particularly high-level creature. He will tell you. He said it's human-looking. It's really not. That was a slight misdescription on my part. I'm just going to show you guys the art because he can give you a solid enough description.
Sure.
And I really don't know how best to describe this thing.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Mike?
Yeah, I have not seen it.
Oh,
That's
okay,
not what I
cool.
was thinking about.
That is not the normal artwork for that creature type. This is a unique artwork, of course, because this is a unique character. Trag will tell you that that creature goes by the name Azomi.
Zombie. Okay, well, it sounds like we're gonna have to take him out.
Probably for the best. If you all want to look around, I know down south is the guard station. There's stairs upstairs to the first balcony there. There's about 1.5 million arrows and some other spears and bows you'll find there if you need them. If I'm not needed here, I think I might head back out into town and start trying to let people know what's going on. We've been stuck in here since, so I assume most people don't have a clue what's happening.
Yeah, they have no idea. Completely uncertain. It's just a normal town out there. They might be panicking because we told them about the cultists. Hopefully not, but whatever.
I'll go see if I can take care of things.
Disabled the trap. Watch out.
Oh yeah, feel free to take your companions with you. We left them tied up there.
Oh, well, thanks. That spiked pit, they rearmed that?
Yes, nearly killed all of us.
Fuckers.
Horrible.
Well, if you broke it, great. If you're looking for a way to turn it off permanently, if you know, we got the southern guard station here. If you go through the clinic to the east, there's a eastern southern guard station. There's a turn wheel that activates and deactivates that trap. I thought it was broken, but I guess I was wrong on that front. I don't think I've said it yet, but thank you all, truly. If you hadn't shown up, well, I don't think me or many of the other people here would have survived.
Sorry, what did we do? We just knocked them out.
You showed up and seemed to be doing something about what's going on. That's what you're doing.
Yes. Thank you for recognizing our adventurous spirit. Well, we have more progress to be made, it seems.
Best of luck to you all.
And to you, friend.
Thanks for not fighting us when we walked in here. Unfortunate.
There was certainly the thought, but you all seem pretty competent, so decided against it.
Well, farewell. Have a good life.
He's gonna follow you guys out.
Wait, what are you doing?
We're going to go deactivate that trap.
Yes, let's do that first. We could go look for what's her name and take her sword, but
Now we'll get there. This is the clinic.
Yep. Yeah, opening this area, I mean, it's a clinic. Very strong vinegar smell as you open the door and push in. It's very small. There's only 2 beds, a desk, small array of shelves, most of them empty. Rannig, you yourself, having been in places where urgent medical assistant was most certainly necessary, you can tell at a glance this place is not equipped for any sort of non-basic injuries.
The guide clinic.
But you guys could absolutely take a look around if there's things you think there might be that you want to look for.
yeah, I mean,
it is a
being
clinic.
being the resident medic.
Yeah,
Look around.
absolutely. Ranig, what were you going to say there?
Well, I was gonna ask, assistant and I will go down here, I guess, and
Sure.
whoever wants to go with me. We'll go.
Room.
Sure.
We'll go.
Yeah.
Or anything that looks like a potion.
Sure. Yeah, first things you notice, I mean, in this room, Ranig, there is like a bow or a couple bows lined up against the wall with a couple dozen arrows in a barrel if you guys really wanted them.
They don't weigh much.
They don't. Ragwin and Click-Clock, no real need for rolls from you guys. There's not much in here in the first place, so it's pretty easy to find what there is. There are a pair of minor elixirs of life here. There is also a quartet of anti-plagues. Good old anti-disease items.
That sounds like we might need that.
And perhaps, most importantly, an expanded healer's toolkit.
Hey!
So something that will provide a +1 bonus to treat wounds, treat disease, first aid.
I'll take
So
that.
certainly a good item for use. Ranig. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm encumbered. I need to find an assistant and give him some of my shit.
Heading into this area, Ranig, there's a couple spears lined up against the northern wall. Long spears, specifically.
Take one.
You know, window and a couple arrow slits on the southern wall, just like you saw outside. And there is a large sort of wheel set against the northern wall. Likely what Trigg mentioned for disabling.
We'll grab the spears and turn the wheel.
Sure.
Assistant? Can I put stuff in his inventory? I bet I can. Can I do that?
Yeah, I'll also generally say you guys can put stuff in the stash, and we'll say you're like building a pile of shit to take out with you when you leave.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Because those long spears are bulk 2 apiece.
Oh shit.
Well, they're
yeah.
so they're heavier than my. They're as heavy as a great sword.
Not entirely weight, it's part of just how unwieldy they are.
Let's
Mm.
see, let's see.
Short bows are 1 bulk apiece, and then there's about 50 arrows there for you guys.
I'm just gonna put my artisan tools in
Yeah.
assistant's inventory because everything's too heavy.
Click-Clock is weak.
He's not very strong. I mean,
Uh,
assistant is strong. He can
yeah.
carry everything.
I think we can say you guys spent about 20 minutes or so talking with Trigg, so some treat wounds immunities are beginning to run out if you guys wished to do things.
Actually, can I just put my whole backpack over an assistant and just make him my backpack? That'd be great. I'm gonna do that. Assistant, you are now my
Congratulations,
backpack.
you put your backpack over there. You fell into the Foundry Unfortunate, where it took everything out of your backpack.
Yup, I realize that. Okay.
It always
Gonna-
happens.
We're just gonna very manually just move my 10 pieces of chalk.
Yep, there you go. Chalk's super important.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to have to graffiti somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we thinking of going up there, or
No, not yet.
That is a good question. I think while you guys think on that and decide what to do next, whether that is spend some time healing, you have been confirmed that, yeah, there's maybe 3 other people here upstairs at this point in time, and there is a monster named Azomi waiting for you downstairs. But that's kind of all that's here. You guys kind of sort of have free reign of this place. And as you decide where and what you want to do, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. Stand up, stretch, grab some water, and I will see you all in just a few minutes.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty, BRB.
Welcome back.
Guess.
Alrighty, so here we stand right about noon at this point. As you guys take stock of the situation and plan your next move from here. Brent teleports into space.
Well,
All right. These stairs, I imagine, are the ones that lead down to the basement.
No, those go up.
Pick up.
oh, and the ones that go down must be elsewhere.
Probably in that room we didn't look at, but that's okay. I think we can go up then.
Sure.
Should we go? Should we go investigate the upstairs, or should we ignore it?
Let's make sure everyone here is helped out.
Head upstairs then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, assistant, you can take point.
Just gonna step on top of you, Ragwin.
I'll move
Oh,
you up
shit.
there, Click Clock.
Thanks.
You have the companion curse.
I do. I can move me and assistant at the same time.
As everyone steps on the trapdoor space. Yeah. As you guys all sort of take these stairs up, there's a trapdoor above you, and pushing that open brings you up onto the ramparts that you were able to see from below. There's a crenellated wall facing outwards, so you've got a door leading in. There are numerous arrows sort of littering the rampart. Not a ton of them, maybe 5 in total. However, one of them does appear a bit strange. It's got like an additional set of barbs just behind the arrowhead. But this space is otherwise.
Is there a way to look at it to see what is different about it?
Yeah, I mean, take a look at it. There are certainly some arcane runes sort of burned into the arrow shaft. You guys would have to take a little bit of time if you want to try and identify it directly, but you are welcome to do that if you would like.
Ooh, can I use a read aura?
Yeah, it's certainly magical.
Takes a minute, but I could do that. How it takes 10 minutes to I try to identify it? Is
Correct.
That it?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, we can't use arrows. I think it's fine.
Just go fire it at someone.
yeah.
Housekeeping, Mr. GM. I'm still on this
Oh,
home ground.
I am so sorry, because I forgot to activate and bring you up here at this point.
Okay, good. I was like,
There
oh
you
no,
go.
I'm crashed. All right,
I thought
there
you were
go.
down there, so my bad. Or thought you were up here because your token was up here.
All right. Well, shall we proceed, assistant? Get the door.
Yep, let's do this.
Yeah.
Boom.
As you push the door open and into this room, it's a set of barracks, looks like. Triple bunk beds against the walls. All of them look as if they've been heavily damaged. Mattress feathers tossed all over the place. Foot lockers are either bashed or broken open across the floor. It's a pretty damaged looking place to sleep. But as per usual, these once Goramites turned either Tovenites or Zorialites like to leave weapons scattered around. Certainly. However, Ragwin, as you are taking stock of this situation, amidst all of the feathers and overturned stuff, you find a beautifully crafted porcelain mask.
That's strange. I show them mask to everyone.
Is it magical?
It doesn't look like it. You don't see any runes or anything on it that would identify it as such.
That's really cute, Ragwin.
Is that supposed to be that creature's mask, perhaps?
I could very well be. Taking a look at it, it does look maybe a bit larger than a regular human like Rannig or Bren's head, so it's certainly possible it could have been for that creature.
Bren has a large head. No, this is a large-headed creature. It looks great on you, Ragwin. Why don't you keep it?
All right. Well, let's keep
All right.
moving.
If anything, its make is nice enough that it might have some value.
Sell the mask.
And also, as you're looking at that, Click Clock, you notice amongst the javelins and dozens of arrows scattered across this place, there is another arrow that catches your eye as being strange and having a rune stamped into it. Unlike the other one that had additional barbs behind the arrowhead, this one has a midnight blue shaft and fletching that looks more like almost downy fluff than actual fletching. And the rune you are able to identify is occult in nature and is stamped onto the arrowhead itself, as opposed to the body of the arrow.
Well, maybe one day we'll get a bow user.
In total, there's maybe 25 arrows in here and 7 javelins.
Cool.
So slowly racking up sellable things at the cost of everything weighing so much.
Yeah, we'll just carry everything out of here in one
Yeah,
big
make a big pile.
adventure. Okay, door assistant.
Let's go find those others.
Door. Ooh.
Oh, that door.
Here's the ballisty.
Ah, yes. Defensive
Uh-oh.
batteries all day long. A large room. 2 ballistae, although they do appear to be in pretty poor conditions, if we're being entirely honest. There's rust crusting the fittings of them. There is that iron grate with a view of the hallway you guys entered that you can see from below. And weapon racks against the walls with numerous weapons on them. There's a lot of hammers up here, okay?
Yeah.
No dudes.
No
Nobody can look
dudes.
around.
The people here seem to have perhaps gone elsewhere.
I can see my eyes from here. I can't. It's too far away.
I imagine we can see downstairs from here, right?
Yes, you can see into that entryway.
Oh.
Well, they said they might be manning the ballista up here, but maybe not any longer.
They're probably lying in wait for us somewhere. I'm just gonna jump over these ballistae. Let's try this room.
Are you guys planning to, like, rob them blind of any weapons you come across, or are you leaving things unless otherwise stated?
I mean, if they're not using them,
Probably.
why are we leaving them?
And there's the inner loot goblin in the party, okay. Congratulations, you have acquired
Good
24 light hammers.
Oh, I was thinking like repair hammers. You're talking about the weapons.
No, the weapons.
Oh, that's still great. We'll just put them in a pile in the room. Why do
Yeah.
they have so many of these light hammers?
Get ready to remove the grate and just start dropping everything you find up here down into the entryway again.
Yeah.
All right.
And you,
door time.
do you have a crowbar with you? We could try to pry this crate loose and drop the weapons down.
I feel like someone had one.
I do have a crowbar. I suppose if you really want to do that, I don't know if we need all these hammers. I mean,
Oh yeah, nobody uses hammers to fight. Not even gnomes.
right, assistant, get the door.
You guys have 24 of them. You're well on your way to the 40,000 you need to win the game.
40,000
Oh.
Warhammer, yes.
Never mind. Okay, yes, I will open the grate and drop the hammers.
Unfortunately, these are light hammers, not war hammers, so it sort of falls apart. I suppose a bit more time has passed. It's another set of barracks, however, it's a set of barracks that aren't destroyed. Yeehaw. These are double bunk beds as opposed to triples. Everything seems to be in order still with the footlockers and whatnot. Up against this wall, there is something a little bit different. There is a small set of cabinets and a standing rack next to it.
Seems there's another trap door over here.
Yeah, it's the exact mirror of the other side, so likely a shit ton of arrows. Ragwin. since you are on good old search duty. You do notice a few things out in the open. If you guys want to spend time searching to see if there's anything else you can find here, you absolutely may. But the one thing that catches your attention here, Ragwin, is on that rack over on the wall, there are two what look to be scrolls rolled up.
Ooh.
For all of our spellcasters in the party.
Yup.
Yeah, yes, very useful.
I take
very
the scrolls.
useful.
Yeah. I mean, you yourself are not inherently the most magical entity there is, but there is a sense of familiarity to them, to you, as you look over them. These are very clearly well-penned magic scrolls of quite low rank. However, you are able to deduce, perhaps with a little bit of inherent understanding brought to you by a friend you and I are aware of, that these scrolls belong to the divine, occult, and primal traditions. They both appear to be a scroll of the same spell.
Okay.
All right. Scrolls. Exciting.
Scrolls! Yay, magic scrolls! What fun. So, the question stands, do you all want to spend time like searching through the footlockers and seeing if you can find people's stuff and take it for yourselves, or are you just continuing to move about?
We take some time to heal some of these wounds.
You could also do that.
Sure, and then we could look around while we do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Fantastic. I will not require any rolls this time unless you really want to.
No.
Click clock, since you guys are all pretty close to full health.
Yeah. I'm all right with skipping it.
We can say you guys take maybe like a half-hour break in here for Click Clock to heal himself, Ragwin, and Brand. And that gives some time
Shouldn't
for Rannick and everyone else
Look
to
at
go
other rooms
through.
first. We heard that there's people up here now.
You do know there's people up here. You haven't seen them anywhere, so, I mean, if you want to look around still, you certainly can. But you are welcome to take the time to heal first, as being at lower health can certainly be dangerous.
And
This is true.
Jericho's only said it like 4 times, so I'm taking his hint.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, Sky God.
What hint? There's no hints being given here.
Wow. You're healed. Nice work. Heal up.
Wait. Great. These beds are very comfortable.
That's saying something sad.
While you guys are healing, he's lying down and just reminiscing about his old days in the arena.
Well, I have something wrong there. There we go.
Yes. Just proceed.
As you, I mean, taking a look around in here, are you guys going through those footlockers? That's an important notice.
Yeah, I thought somebody was
Okay.
going to do that while I was healing.
I thought so too. I just wanted to confirm. Y'all don't seem
No.
super excited about loot.
Rannick's too busy taking a nap.
Yeah, I don't have any. Rannick's not a goblin.
That's
A
fair.
loot goblin.
Then I will ask you, Rannick, since you are magically gifted in some sense, did you want to try and identify any of those things you guys have picked up while Click Clock is doing that healing?
Yeah, I'll the scrolls,
Sure.
or one of the scrolls. I think you said they're the same.
They're both
thing.
the
I'll
same,
try those
yes.
first.
Go
They're in the
for it.
party stack.
They are.
And I look in the lockers.
Sure. Yeah. Taking a look around, you do find a couple things. I mean, there's sets of clothes, both ordinary and cold weather clothes. There's a decent amount of coin sort of spread out amongst the footlockers. Maybe about a little under 9 gold in total. Just use recall knowledge, Ranig, to identify attempt.
Okay, I was like, I thought there was a button I could click.
I can put a button in chat for you guys. I typically
Do
just
I
have you guys
time
use
to
recall
squeeze in
knowledge.
a read aura for him?
Yeah, absolutely, I'll allow it.
You get +2 to that?
+2s. Let's see here. Ranig, taking a minute to sort of look over those scrolls. They're very well penned. Unfortunately, you cannot quite tell exactly what spells are contained. Perhaps because you are able to determine at the least that this is magic that is slightly above your current rank. These are second rank spells in here.
Well, I'm not a magic user myself.
You sure about that?
Yeah, he's not.
But you will
use
be
magic.
able to tell at the very least they have the healing trait.
They might be able to restore some health.
Can anyone use those scrolls? So
No.
Nope.
Ordwi, if you could find her.
right. Well, you're all patched up now.
The last thing you find, Ragwin, of interest is one final magic thing up here. What appears to be a canine's fang with primal runes engraved into it with a small bit of leather looped through the tooth. Something small. Yeah, anyone who's played Pathfinder knows what that is. But I gotta keep
Could
up the
this
mystery.
Strange canine fang be that you attach to a weapon.
Maybe.
What? Why would you attach a tooth to your weapon for no reason?
Starkorians, we do some strange things sometimes.
Certainly do. All right. Well, shall we keep moving?
Yeah.
How about this door? What do you think?
Yes,
That's the door
I-
you should not open.
No.
I mean,
Which
hey,
door?
it's your funeral if you want to open it.
What?
Is there? I only see one door.
All right. Fine.
There's still
There's this door. That's what assistant was at. You can do it if you want it.
I mean, can I listen at the door with my
Sure.
with my thing,
You don't hear anything through it.
with my brass ear? No.
You don't hear anything. I've already
Alright,
got some extra special rolls going for you guys, so we don't have to constantly have you guys rolling anytime you want to listen at a door.
All right. We'll do a different door.
Okay.
Yeah, we can listen at this door. Although I think it's just connected. Oh, I know there's no windows. Never mind.
By the way, me telling you, like, don't open that door was absolutely just me messing with you. I didn't think you'd actually
Oh.
take me seriously.
Okay.
It's the bathroom door.
Oh, okay. I hear a man taking a shit. Okay. I don't have any interest in bathrooms personally. All right. Reinig,
Yes.
the doorman.
Right. Are we going to open this door over here?
sure.
Jericho was messaging me, and I was not paying attention.
There's a bathroom door.
It's the bathroom door, yeah. Congratulations. Ragwin found the
Okay.
toilet.
No, Ragwin, no, we're gonna die if we go in there. We can die.
Okay.
Right, this door is a good.
There's a
think I
Majora's
heard a whole
Mask
bit
hand
this
coming out of the
downstairs.
toilet.
Oh shit! Creepy.
That's it.
All right, door number 2.
That opens into a bit more of a hallway, staircase leading down, and another door to the north. As you step into this corridor, from beyond this door, the walls are thick, things are reinforced. You hear the sound of steel clashing. Not like the sound of Trigg hammering something, but more like blades crossing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think
they
he said that was
dueling?
the combat room. Or the dueling room. I'm gonna fling this door open just so we have a connected passageway. Okay.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes, we can run away more easily if necessary.
What do you mean? There's stairs right there.
They go which direction though? Up or
Down.
Oh. All right. Well.
Down, down,
shall
down,
we,
down.
Shall we see what's going on in this room? Do you all want to proceed or just ignore it?
If there's sound coming from in there, that means there's people in there. We promised to help these people, so let's open the door.
Oh, I don't think we promised them anything, but all right.
We didn't,
Assistant,
but let's do it anyway.
open the door. Whoa. Oh,
As you push the door open, it is very clearly another balcony to the back, which is lovely because it just gives you a view of like the cliff wall that encloses this place. What a lovely view! But there is a nice sort of narrow sand pit in the center with rope partitions around it, and there are two people, one of which you guys feel like you recognize from being out front very clearly, sort of crossing blades with one another. But as you push the door open, they both stop, take their blades back, and turn to look at you guys. Hey, they
Randy
finally
has his
arrived.
well,
Randy
you
has
want to
his
do this?
hands up. Wait, we don't mean any harm.
Okay, cool. I mean, we saw you didn't kill the guys downstairs, so figured you might not do the same to us. So we just
Right?
went back to doing our things. You guys very clearly also see Vanda just like leaning against the wall in the corner. And there is a ladder also that seems to head up onto the roof.
Oh, it's our favorite
let-
guardswoman.
Don't let Brandon here. Shut that door to Brandon.
Wait, but what about me? There's no
Well, you
room in
come in
here.
here. I'm just joking. I mean, you can keep Brandon here.
They'll separate as they have lowered their blades.
Hello, friends.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What nice guards.
Okay, well, you're certainly more receptive now.
We saw you guys fight downstairs, and to be entirely honest, not really interested in doing it ourselves.
Wise decision. Assistant has been designed for combat.
Uh-huh.
No, hello again, Vanda.
Hello.
Don't worry, we've left the strange one in the hallway.
Okay.
Who's a
Lovely.
different guard?
Yeah, it was just a random guard with a Zuriel symbol that Brend had a weird situation with. Vonda was... You guys haven't seen Vonda since she took Elder Ordwi here.
No, I had you confused for someone else.
That's fine.
I'm glad to hear it. Look, we're just here to make sure that everything is all right. Free to leave if you.
Yeah, figured a bit as much. I take it you've spoken with others and you know things aren't quite all right here, right now.
Yes, I mean, you led Ordwi here. We haven't seen her. She was supposed to meet up with us.
Yeah. I did do that.
Yes, and what has happened to her?
I don't entirely know. Nozomi took her down into the basement after she came here, but haven't seen her since. I don't know what became of her.
You wouldn't be willing to part with that weapon of yours, would you? It might help in our upcoming clash with Nozomi.
I was about to ask that.
We could just borrow it and bring it back.
She looks at her greatsword and looks at you guys. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check. Make a request.
Okay. Anyone want to aid me?
Sure.
Just nicely asking, hey, can I have your sword?
We'll bring it back.
Promise.
Well, so I say.
Diplomacy, right?
Yeah, to aid. Oh,
Oh,
No
Ragwin.
help from you.
Yucks. Damn, we got
Alright.
a charismatic party.
The Yucksters. Okay.
It's not a good roll. I don't care.
She looks at you guys, looks at her sword, just sort of sighs. Yeah, yeah, I'm not proud of my actions, I suppose. So if it'll help you guys, sure, happily. It's got it's just a minor enchantment on it, but helps it strike true a bit more than a regular blade does.
We greatly appreciate it.
If it, probably not any consolation, just so you know, we've learned that whatever's happening here is certainly quite insidious, and we intend to stop whatever's occurring ourselves. Perhaps things can go back to normal for all of you, somewhat at least.
Maybe, hopefully, but suppose it depends on what happens. Are you all planning to continue going after Elder Ordwi?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the crazy reason behind why we even came to this Stonehome in the first place.
I was gonna say, I don't think there's anything really binding any of you here, so it's surprising you're willing to go that far for Ordwi. I guess people of Osprey Cove are as communal as we say.
Huh. Well,
Well.
I'm not sure I would know. I'm not from Osprey Cove.
Then why do you care so much? Wait, you're.
Well,
If
she's
you're not,
nice.
why? She's nice.
Yes, well, and also we help those who need help. At least I do, whenever I have the chance. And I may or may not need her assistance on medical matters.
But I'm surely you understand, Vanda.
I
I get bored sometimes on this sort of adventure. It brings a bit of pep to my step.
right. I guess this is for people not local to here. It would just be an adventure to you, wouldn't it? It's a strange way of thinking about it.
And I was led all the way out here to the west for some reason. Maybe this is part of it.
Maybe. Who knows? It's not like the gods care
Maybe.
about us.
He shrugs.
Well, if you're here, then probably might as well let you know. It's you head up to the roof. It's a grisly sight. Midermar executed the captain of the ship that brought him here, and the two people he brought with him, and stuck their heads up there on pikes. Wanted to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask to what purpose, but I think she was about to say.
To threaten us, keep people in line, things like that.
Oh, the captain, you say?
Yeah.
This mate is not going to be happy to hear that.
Well, honestly, they brought Midermar here in the first place, so I don't think I particularly care how happy she is in the first place. Sure, her captain died, but we lost a lot of people that wouldn't have died if they didn't come here in the first place. Couldn't Thassalon just leave us alone?
Well, maybe we'll force them out ourselves. Hopefully. I'm feeling a little overconfident lately.
Well, we'll maybe step up on the roof just to have a look-see.
Be careful. Think I've heard one or two of the heads moving about up there. Seen one peeking over at one point down at us. Something's strange with them, that's for sure.
What?
What?
Whoa. All right, well.
Are you just having us now?
No,
Or is that the truth?
that's the truth.
All right, so zombies.
Sure.
All right, assistant, you take point.
I'll bring you up, Click Clock.
Thanks.
There's Brand. And up to the roof we go. Yeah, as you guys step up onto the roof itself, I mean, it's a roof. There's clay for weatherproofing, masonry everywhere, grooves on the side to channel off water. There's a long archery range built up here, so a couple barrels with bows and arrows in them. These looking perhaps more like long bows than short bows, like you saw inside. Over here is a trio of severed heads mounted on wooden poles and sort of affixed to the just edge of the roof. One of them, the center one, has a very nice captain's hat on it. And as you guys all step up onto the roof, the head on its stick slowly turns and looks at you guys.
Wave at him. Hello?
Roll initiative.
That seems unusual. Well, all right. Initiative.
They can't speak, but their heads.
They're so cute. Oh, I forget. I can do it like this.
You think they're cute?
Not the word I would use.
Yeah, that's not necessarily what I would use either. I did forget to reapply scouting to you guys. I apologize for that.
Oh, should I have a +1?
It should have been a plus, yes. It would not have changed, actually, anything. So, all good there.
The right initiative rolls.
Yeah. Do. Fantastic. Well, as you guys step up, Runelords, you wave at these heads. The one furthest away dislodges itself from the pole as it begins rocking back and forth. And the it is going to come flying towards you.
Yikers.
With a full 2 actions to do so, and then it's going to attempt to bite you.
All I did was try to shake its hand.
It misses, unfortunately. As it tries to bite you, your hand as you reach out, but unfortunately it can't quite get past your gauntlet. And following that, the other head next to the non-captain's hat-wearing head is going to pretty much do the same thing, flying through the air towards Ragwin and attempting to bite him. This time, getting a success.
Poor Ragwin. He's the meat shield.
Yep. I hope you're prepared for the absolute menace of 2 damage, Ragwin.
Ouch.
Almost there.
10% of his health.
However, there is some other juice going on, because I do have one more action, and that means I can Nash you. The good old head actions of Nashing. I get to make a second jaw strike against you, attempting to rip flesh away. Ho ho ho!
Ragwin, hang on to your flesh. You need that.
That is a natural 20.
He
Uh-oh.
lost half of his body.
That's actually going to be real painful.
If I use
It was a natural 20 on the die, so it ups the degree of success by 1. So unless you could have turned that into a miss. Unfortunately. It's going to be 16 total damage to you. Oh no! Ragwin goes down as this thing bites into him and tears out a portion of his chest. And that is going to bring us to Raneg.
Dun dun dun! Okay.
One of those heads did nothing. The other one did a whole lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Natural 20.
And near maximum
Gambling.
damage, to be fair.
And maximum damage roll.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a 1. It was a 3 and a 4 on 2d4.
I'm gonna delay.
Okay. You've got a funny delay button.
Oh, that's right. I can do that.
Brend should, of course, have raged, because Brend rage is good rage. And he'll smack it ahead. Because what else is he going to do? Smack. hit the head.
What's your swinging that thing?
I don't think he's paying attention. Oh, good, he killed the head. Yahoo.
Good.
I guess I'll swing at the other head. And also hit. Okay.
And Ragwood is not getting the good, not getting the lucky rolls.
Unfortunately
Those
not.
fights.
I mean, I guess he'll run over at the other one, towards it at least. Would you like to come back into initiative at the end of Bren's turn, Rennick?
No.
Okay.
Stupid Bren.
Well, that's going to
I
move us
needed
on to
that
the other
one.
head's turn.
No, I do want to come back in.
Oh,
Sorry,
you do.
I
I'm
was-
sorry.
I was meaning I wanted Bren to stay there so the creature came to me.
Ah. Sorry.
What?
Go ahead and hit that
That's
button again
okay.
to come back in.
There we go.
Yahoo. We'll move the head to after you. And we're on to you. Sorry, it's not coming to you.
No, it's all right. All right. Let's see. Rannig looks down at Ragwin, and it's just a strange glow that begins to happen to Rannig, as he does indeed have magic. He doesn't realize it. I'll cast heal on him.
Okay.
It would have been 3 action heal and hit a bunch of heads, but no.
Ah, I see what you were going for. I mean, you could still do a 3-action heal and get that one. It's 25 feet away from you.
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
I do think there's something interesting we can go with here, though, as you cast a spell on Ragwin in particular. Can I get a occultism check from Ragwin, please?
Ooh.
From me?
Yes.
Curious.
You're the only Ragwin I know.
There's so many R's in your guys' names. Ragwin,
Yeah,
Rannig,
I get confused
Brand.
too. Is it blind or public?
This can be public. I'm just not going to tell you whether you want to succeed or fail. So just roll perfectly average. Nice. Okay. On that roll, Rannig, as you reach down and for the first time feel this sort of true magical energy gather in your hand and begin to seep into Ragwin, you feel for the briefest of moments almost as if you watch Ragwin's unconscious, bleeding out body recoil from the magic before it relaxes and accepts it.
Oh, that's cool. I cast guidance.
On whom?
Who's next in initiative? Click
Assistant?
clock. Yeah, assistant. I don't know which
Okay.
is which.
Oh shit.
This is so sad.
You gotta
Says I do
roll.
have to roll to see who gets it.
It is this one. It's click locked.
Well, that is a wasted guidance, my friend. Actually,
he goes. Here,
Actually, no.
assistants, take
I
it.
can use
You
that
use it
on a skill
checks.
check.
Yeah, all good
Yeah.
there. All right. Now we get to the severed head's turn. Because it was supposed to go next, but I fucked up a little bit with the delays. So, this severed head's going to go after Brand and is going to bite and gnash him if he can. He's going, hey, look at that. Wahoo. Brend gets to lose his temp HP. Classic.
Nice.
Nash! There we go, that's a miss. Alrighty. Click clock. That will bring us to you, good sir.
Yes, I don't know if it's necessary for this fight, but I will activate overdrive.
Where's the fun in not overdriving as an inventor?
Overdrive. Or, sorry, Eureka, so I might as well recall knowledge.
Oh,
of this
yes. Of course. It's a severed head.
thing. Cool.
What would you like to know about it?
Well, we know it's a special ability.
Yeah, Nash.
High save, low save.
Sure.
It doesn't matter. This thing's fucking toast. High
Oh,
save, low
yeah,
save.
absolutely. I mean, first and foremost, these are mindless undead. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they zip around, probably got pretty good reflex, probably got pretty low fort and will, comparatively.
Cool.
You also recognize that you could probably breathe on them wrong and they die, so...
Yes, of course. All right, overdrive check.
Hey ho!
Says
Wahoo!
cool. And we will just apply that to us, and then I will command assistant. Assistant will run over here. Is this flanking? I don't know.
It gets really weird when it comes to tiny creatures and flanking. We'll see if Foundry determines yes or no.
Okay, assistant will strike.
Don't forget
It's
your
up to the
guidance.
gods. He used guidance.
I already used it on this.
Okay.
It's like, wait, no, you guidance me. I'm click clock. That's assistant. Come
Well,
on, man.
Rennick's just staring at his hands like, what just happened? I can't tell you apart anyway.
Did
Like, that's some
indeed
cool
flank.
magic, but
Okay.
figure out who I am, please. Okay. All right. Well, this is probably a fucking kill.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. What a fun fight, guys.
Just smashes it with his in between his hands.
Pretty. You take the captain's head, just smash it, and the head just remains sitting on your hands now.
And I take the hat.
It's a very
Assistant takes the
nice
hat.
looking hat.
Assistant puts on the hat.
It is a well-made tricorn with a gold-dipped feather tucked into it.
Well, nice.
That'll make it a
You're
nice
all right, Ragwin.
being in town.
No,
You walk in
I'm
with the
not.
captaincy.
You seem to be having quite the turn of bad luck.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a magical man, Ranug, by the
So I can
way.
get rid of the bleed pretty quick.
I'm not.
You've had your moments, you have like your mystical, like you like dance sometimes, and then you like yell at things, and
No,
you
I
healed Ragwin.
promise. I'm just an arena fighter.
How humble.
No, I was really good. Give me a cride and I'm good to go. But
See,
I don't know. Something happened,
there's no crowd here. Unless it
No,
was the heads.
and I was disgraced, kicked out of the arenas. A long story, not one I'm particularly keen about sailing.
Well, maybe another time.
Right? Maybe another time. Let's peel this head off of Brand.
Yes. Assistant. There's the hat.
Yeah, assistant has the hat on him. It's in his inventory.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Fine, Captain's hat. 0 gold pieces.
Yep.
Might as well keep it.
With, hey, it's got a description that it is a well-made tricorn. I mean, you could keep it. You could also give it back to the first mate of the swordfish. That would be something you could potentially do as well. But it's also a nice hat.
But
So,
assistant
like-
looks so good in that hat.
He really does.
Even more menacing than before.
Well,
All right. Well,
Well, we
Seems
got
like
what we were promised up here.
as you guys are finishing up, you hear a call from Vonda below. Everything all right up there?
mm,
No,
sort of.
our little gnome friend Ragwin got his face torn off.
I don't know what
You
to
have-
do with
have
that
a-
information.
You have an extra gnome face down there.
I don't think we do. No, sorry.
Sorry, Ragwin, you have to change your appearance.
Are you fucking with me?
I don't know, Ragwin, did it tear your face off?
Did it?
It bit into your chest, so
Oh. No.
I leave that to your discretion. How's that anatomy work?
Well,
You probably
we
can't see
should-
him over the little battlements there. Actually, no, I think it was his chest.
Do you need a little bit of healing, Ragwin?
That would be nice.
I can do it.
Here, let's
But he
head down
can't.
there.
He's so
He's not able
confident
to
now.
He's not able to reproduce that spell.
Assistant is gone. Ah, there he is. Oh,
two
there's
of
two of them.
By the gods!
Yes, my creation has multiplied.
I don't know why that
Something
ladder
was
was
wrong
duplicating
with
some of
my-
you.
There we go. Okay. Whew.
It was very weird.
Did you see that, Vonda? Two of those robot things.
Every waking moment that I remain here, I think I'm going more and more crazy, so I might have.
Well, you're not
Alright, well-
going crazy. Those heads did indeed move, and we had to smash them into pieces.
I see you took their hat. Congratulations.
Like the spoils of war. Well,
All the best to you.
yes. You are such a nice person. Let's move on.
I'm going to open a tavern after this just so I can drink.
Honestly, that would be fantastic. This town needs a tavern.
Right. I'd be there every night.
Yes, it would. All right, well, we shall proceed, everyone.
Best of luck.
We'll go find a nicer spot to heal up. Ragwin.
The
I
right
still
of your
don't fully
shots.
trust these guys. All right, well,
Yeah, I mean, you guys can kind of choose whenever and wherever. You do have stairs leading down. If you do want to heal Ragwin, you're probably going to have to wait a little while, because realistically, he would still have that treat wounds immunity for a little bit longer.
Alright,
But it's
fine.
also only about 1 in the afternoon at this point, so you guys have a lot of daylight left.
should we keep moving?
Sure. Let's go
Sure.
downstairs.
Whoa!
There's Click Clock.
Oh,
Okay. I'm here twice.
And it's too.
I don't know why it's
Twice.
doing some duplicating. Oh my goodness.
Twice the fun.
What a clusterfuck.
Oh no, there's two of Bren. There's another one of me.
I
Look
got
at me.
that one.
Oh,
There we
no,
go.
I'm-
These stairs of mysterious origin.
Next time you guys want to go down a set of stairs, I'm just going to duplicate your guys' tokens down there and we'll move scene normally. I don't know what's going on now.
It's so
Alright,
much
should
fun
we-
though.
There's a lot of doors. Let's get
There
going.
are a lot of doors, yeah.
All right, door one.
Appears to be a room for prepping a duel. There's some equipment in here, weapons and armor on the racks, of course. The breastplates are looking quite rusty. Probably stuff you could take if you really wanted to.
Any no sounds
everywhere.
of combat like earlier.
No, this place has
Alright.
gone silent.
All right, we've been here before.
Congratulations, that's the toilet.
Another toilet.
Yeah.
I find the closet.
Yeah, you found a storage room. With, I want you to
excellent.
know, has the best room description I've got. Nothing of value is stored here.
All right, let's go look. I want to spend 20 minutes looking in this room.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. And then another room of dual preparation space. So definitely seeing they use these rooms to actually prepare for then duels that would be held up on that balcony upstairs. And
there,
here's the kitchen.
Hello,
Yeah, we're going
Trike.
so
He's gone.
fast. Yes,
All right, I
they
know
left a
he's-
while
he's
ago.
connected.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, let's go check that one last door in the infirmary.
All right, I bet it goes downstairs.
Most likely. Just gonna-
We'll just let Ragwin sleep
Oh,
on one
shit.
of these nice beds.
I hit the teleporter with Brent as I was trying to move him through the walls.
Oh, Brent. There you go, Ragwin. Just lie there. We'll tend to you nice and slow. Brent.
thank you, thank you.
I like the
God.
rotating. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to spend like an hour or so and heal up Ragwin, make sure you guys are all in good condition. You are welcome to do so.
Yes, we have a boss battle or something.
Maybe.
We're good.
Yes, my
Don't think so.
patient. No, okay. All right, you ready for some healing, baby?
Let's see it. I want to see a good roll out of you, Click Clock.
All right, all right, all right.
I'd love to
Fine.
aid, but I have a very, very poor chance of feeding and a good chance of crit failing.
Well.
All right. Where am I at? I already lost 3 wounds. Risky surgery,
It's in the
Be careful,
T section.
He's so fragile.
and I get a +1.
You almost
you
killed
get-
him.
Oh my god, that is a failure. I'm gonna hero point that.
7 damage and stabbed.
Is that? Oh my god, I'm hero pointing that shit.
Okay.
Click clock. Stop failing, asshole. Okay. Wait, where is this? Where am I at? Sorry, I'm losing track.
It's the level 1 curse.
Yeah. Level 1 is.
There we
wait, is a
go.
good time.
4d8 back.
I will just do. Boom. That's a good.
Wahoo. Oh, that's a very good roll.
Ooh.
Ragwin goes to maximum health, gets rid of his wounded condition, steps off the bed, and leaves behind a bloodstain of Click Clock's errors.
No,
That's
nothing.
gonna leave a
error.
mark.
It's called ingenuity.
Right, that's what I saw today. Ingenuity.
He is more powerful than he was before.
Mm-hmm.
Due to my
What do you mean
improvement.
by that?
No, you just, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's all that I mean. Nothing else
Uh-huh.
is going on here. Anyways, assistant.
Alright,
It's a door.
fine we go.
Oh, there it is.
There's some stairs. You guys do not have to
Assistant.
walk down them if you do not wish to. You can just...
What an ominous warning.
No, he's meaning
Here.
so that we don't duplicate.
Yeah, I've already
okay.
teleported you guys down here.
Okay, yeah.
As you make your way down here into the
Oh, wow.
basement, there's certainly some stuff that gets noticed right off the rip.
There.
Cats.
Okay.
Cats everywhere.
Yeah, cats.
What about the split face thing?
Don't worry about that.
Sure as not,
Yet.
these two things split off.
Down here in the basement, of course, is a lovely, lovely area. A couple columns supporting the space above, casks and wooden crates lining the walls and all that, some coal off to the side, a iron locked door to the east, and a massive hole broken into the wall to the west. There are numerous cats down here. Do with that information what you will. But standing in the entryway of that hole is a humanoid figure with a split face.
My mother-in-law.
Let me check what languages you guys speak. Ah! Click Clock, you share a language with him.
Thank God.
As you guys step around the corner into this space, he is going to growl out slightly in Aklo.
Uh-oh.
Well, a couple of do-gooders couldn't go about their business. Keep to themselves, could you?
We
Lost
speak.
on me.
You can speak to me. That's makes things easier. We well, we need to find our friend Ordwi. We have reason to believe she's down here. Perhaps you may be able to help us make this simple.
He is just going to point at the floor with a sort of mocking smile on his face where there is a bloodstain that is on the floor, continues into this passage, and just continues out of sight. She's already been dealt with.
Well, that's unfortunate. I suppose you won't bring her to us then. Maybe whatever's left.
No. There's still use for what's left of her.
Rannick's gonna hold up a hand. Can somebody please translate?
Yes, that bloodstain belongs to Ordwi. She's somewhere in the back. They killed her. Hopefully not. This guy's not going to let us through, I think.
If we ask nicely, maybe?
Will you please let us through, friend?
What's in it for me? If
What
you
did he
can
say?
make it worth my while, then perhaps I can let you through.
He's asking us to bribe him.
Oh, ask him what he likes. I can dance.
I mean, what do you like? Do you like performance?
Well,
Are these your cats here?
you could say that. They are agents of Mightermar. Centuries, had you all not blundered your entrance so badly and caused me to come down and wait for you. I was getting
Well.
terribly bored with no entertainment, so if you can entertain me, perhaps I will let you go.
Well, you said if we could entertain him, he might let us. Did you say go or through? Go?
He said go. Maybe that means through.
Well, he said if we entertain him, he might let us go through. Hopefully, if not, I suppose we have no choice but to go after him. But admit, you are a performer, are you not, Ranok? A gladiator? Perhaps you can show off your muscles or whatever gladiators do.
Be prepared to be amazed.
Yes, of course. Amazed.
Before you do something here, and I'll unpause so you guys can move around since it seems you're not immediately fighting one another and the cats sort of move a bit. I would. This is going to sound like a strange question. Do any of you all at this moment feel envy or jealous about anything?
Not. I don't know about Brand.
I don't either. Okay.
Envious or
Yeah, envious or
jealous?
jealous or something sort of adjacent.
Well, other than the rune of envy in my core,
Could you get
not
better?
really.
Okay.
Assistant might be envious of Click Clock, maybe.
Fair.
No.
I think assistant has a hat and is happy right now.
Yeah, I think the hat is helping.
How about you, Ragwin? Any envy or jealousy in your emotional state right now?
You're jealous. I guess I can think of.
It's completely fine if the answer is no. I just want to know if this guy can smell it.
No.
Cool. All right. Fun. Then, apologies for the interruption, Aranik. How are you thinking of entertaining this figure?
Well, like he always does, he'll come and do a. Oh, let me do this. I want to be in those 4 squares. He'll do a dance with his weapon, his flail.
Okay. Love it. Go ahead and give me that performance check.
Did I pick the right one? Yes, dance. I want to dance.
You can dance if you want to.
Dance if you want to.
They don't.
There he goes. Dancing away.
A 16! That is exactly the DC you were looking for.
Oh, good. I was like, I can hero point that. We'll
You
keep
do
it.
have hero points. And perhaps maybe you are interested in shooting for a crit success, though that's quite a high roll you need for that.
I can't get any worse unless I roll on that one,
True.
right? Because of the Keeley's
Mhm.
rule. I'll do it. I'll do it.
All right.
Okay.
Remains a
I don't think I
regular
rec-
success. As you begin dancing for this figure you have learned the name of is apparently Azomi. He just sort of stands there in the entryway as you do quite an impressive dance. For those of you that have not, aside from Ryan, this is your first time seeing this, do you have any additional flavor that you would like to add to what this dance looks like, Ranig?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. The way I think of Sarkoris, ancient Sarkor, or I mean Sarkoris, and the dance, the culture there is very Celtic.
Yeah.
So, and still very, very naturalistic, animistic almost. So imagine as he's doing these dances, it's calling to mind, especially wolf. Maybe he's trying.
You're cutting out
He's
a little
making.
bit. Oh no.
Am I? Can you still hear me?
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
For me, you cut out when you said it brought to mind. That's when
A
you
wolf.
cut. A wolf. Okay.
Yeah, a very wolf-like.
Gotcha.
I'm sure the cats love that. But
The cats are
Tell
walking
me.
away.
he makes howling sounds adjacent to howls too.
Gotcha.
Oh,
It's his typical pre-gladiator fight routine.
Awesome.
Cool.
Fantastic. As you take a few minutes to perform this dance that, honestly, when was the last time Rennig performed this dance?
It would have been probably about a year ago when he left before he was kicked out of the Aurorium.
Quite a long time. But it is nonetheless quite the impressive and interesting display. And as you put it on and it comes to an end, this creature, the cats have walked away and gone down the hall, but this strange figure will get a smile on his face, much less a mocking smile at this point, and much more an actual smile. Well, what an interesting performance that was. I would be lying if I said I wasn't entertained by that. I am, if nothing else, a creature of my word. You all are free to traverse at your will. Mightermar and Ragnulf await a distance away. Best of luck to you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
It seems your performance has impressed him. I think we can proceed. I guess, can I sense motive?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Just to make
Rennick
sure
is
he's
just
not
sweating.
fucking with us.
Did he have any pointers?
Fortunately, you guys chose to interact with him in a skill he is not potentially proficient in, so he could not feel envy towards it, necessarily. So, that definitely gave you some good points. Click Clock, he seems sarcastic, just in general, with its tone. Doesn't seem to harbor any more malicious intent than it inherently harbors. It doesn't seem to be directing any malice towards you all at this point in time. Whether it believes you all will simply fail at whatever you're doing or not, who knows?
Well, I think we're good to go. He seemed to like it. It was a wonderful dance.
It feels good. I haven't done it in so long.
It's okay.
Yeah, you
Like
guys.
practiced that one quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, right now he's like holding his flail, hoping that his familiarity with it comes back.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll just move on through if you'll let us. Wonderful individual.
I'm
Allow
certainly
me.
not stopping you.
Hello. Just high five or whatever.
A bit of advice, warning, perhaps. Your Elder Ordwi is not dead. She was taken alive. There are plans in motion that have need of someone with her potential faith.
That is good to know.
Yes. Thank you for this info. Oh, I can understand what he's saying.
We can assume Click Clock is translating if he would be.
He says this and that. It's a little dark. Does anyone have a light?
But Azomi will
wait.
sweep past.
Yes. 1 second.
More magicness.
Magic man.
You're a magical dancer, Ranok.
Oh, I just know the spells from the old ways, and I'll just whisper some Sarkorian magic.
Well, you
Cantrip.
vanish as soon as you cast that spell.
It's powerful magic.
Fantastic. Well, as you guys light your way and begin walking down this path that those two cats moved down a few minutes ago, that is where we are going to end session, specifically because that is where you all reach level 2.
Yay! Does that mean you can use your mace just like you were
Yes.
hoping?
I can.
Huzzah!
And I can heal better.
I'm so happy for you guys.
Yes.
So, yes, there was absolutely potential for a fight against him right there. But you guys, having an offer that interested him and a pretty good roll of a performance, he didn't need to fight, so he was more than happy to let you all go to your doom yourselves.
You
that's
danced
sweet of
so
him.
well. We powered up.
I just knew there was a crit
Excellent
waiting for
work.
Ragwin.
Whoa! What the?
What?
Ragwin just looked really creepy now.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
We'll
he
get
looked
into
awful.
wast next session.
I'm killing him. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
okay.
Oh, are we not? Are you not doing the gradual ability boost?
No. I don't like gradual ability boosts.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
Well, that changes my entire build, sir.
Oh shit, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it changes that much for me.
How does it change your build that much?
Because I can't archetype into fighter if my dex isn't +2.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Oh.
Do it anyways.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I see.
So, thank you guys for playing. Gonna do the ending here, but of course we will stick around for a little bit so you guys can do your level ups and ask any questions and the like.
All right.
So, thank
All
you
right.
so much, and I shall see you all next week.